Good morning everyone. In today's class we are going to study about the introduction of concept of the political science. In my first section I have already explained you about the how the word politics is originated and how it was classified by the Greek philosophers. In today's class, we are going to study about the concept of the political science. So let's begin the section with an introduction. Man became aware of the developments and changes in the nature with the help of the science. Science classified into different divisions such as physical science, biological science, and social science. Social science includes history, economics, sociology, political science, geography, psychology, ethics, and philosophy. Political science is one of the important branches of the social science and occupies a very significant role in understanding the man's evolution as a political being. So here we will study about when slowly man became educated. He by observing his surroundings, he came to know about the changes that took place in the nature. By studying the science and the social science, he learned how to behave in the social, how to be a social being and how to behave in the society when there is a slow progress in the social institutions. The subject matter of political science is an old concept. The Greek philosophers have laid a good foundation for the political science. In fact, the ancient Indian thinkers have referred the concept of political science in their works and historical documents. Reference is made on the state and the administration in their works of Kautilya in Arthashastra and Niti Sara. Political awareness of Indians is seen in the Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Manusmriti, but the works are only more focused on the religious consciousness rather than political awareness. Hence, this study of political science was neither systematic nor scientific during this period. So basically, the political science is the one of the oldest subject in the ancient India, and Greek philosopher laid a good foundation for the political science. In ancient Indian society, the word political science was explained by the various Indian political thinkers in their works like Kautilya's Arthashastra, Niti Sara, Manusmriti, and we can see the concept of political science in the Vedic period, but they have not created political awareness among the people. They just only focused on the religious consciousness, that is the concept of dharma. According to them, king is the representative of the god and he should follow the dharma in order to protect the state and the welfare of the people. Hence, during this period, the study of political science is nor systematic or scientific. Later on, the Greek philosophers developed the theory of political science on the systematic and scientific base, like Socrates from 470 BC to 399, a great ancient Greek philosopher, contributed his political thinking through the dialogues. Plato 427 BC to 347 emphasized his political views in his works The Republic, whereas Aristotle, who is also known as father of political science, 384 BC to 322, went a step ahead and made his approach to study political science in more realistic way. He laid a scientific foundation to the study of political science and regarded it as a supreme science or a master of all social science. He expressed his political thinking in his familiar work, The Politics, for his invaluable contribution to the discipline of political science. He is also regarded as political father of political science. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle are the Greek philosopher combination of trio. In the modern times, Machiavelli of Italy added a new dimension to the study of political science in his great work The Prince. So when after the phase of Indian political thinker, the Greek thinker developed the political science in the scientific and systematic way, where we can see number of thinkers having different opinion about the study of the political science or concept of the political science. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle has given their own opinion about this concept of political science in their works, and we can take an important note here, that is of Greek philosopher Aristotle, who said that political science is the supreme science or the master of all social science. Wherein later during the modern period, Machiavelli emphasized on the realistic politics and the institution, which laid direct emphasis on direct observation of the political institution. He expressed his new ideas and views in his book The Prince. So in the second point, we are going to study about the meaning of political science. Then after knowing the concept of political science, the question arises in the mind. And what is the exact meaning of the political science? How it is originated? Who are the responsible for the origin of world political science? The term political science basically derived from the word polis, which means city states. Greek philosopher opinion that politics is the study of sorry, city states and its administration, both in theory and practice. Aristotle was the first to consider political science as an absolute science. Hence, Frederick Pollock said the study of political science begins with the Aristotle. Hence, Aristotle gave more ideas and importance to the study of concept of the political science. He was also considered as the father of the political science, and according to Frederick Pollock, the study of concept of political science basically begins with the Aristotle. In the later phase, in the ancient Greek, the city-states were not so big as we can say in the present days. The city-states were surrounded by hills, valleys, rivers, lakes. Due to the lack of transportation, city-states had to take care of their own needs and requirements on their own. Some of the main city-states were Sparta, Athens. Direct democracy was practiced in Sparta, and indirect democracy was practiced in the Athens. Later, due to the inventions in the transportation and communication, people of similar language, customs, and the tradition united together and developed a close culture among them. As a result, they developed sense of oneness, feeling of unity among them. State was born out of such city-states, and police means study of such states. Hence, political science deals with the state and organization of the government and its operation. So basically, city-states was not so big as we can see the concept of modern state. It was very small, and main aim of city state is to protect the state and look after the welfare of the state. King is the head of the state. His actions and words were considered as law. But it city state was I want to give the picture of city states how it was surrounded by. So basically, city states was surrounded by the hills, valleys, rivers, lake. But due to the lack of transportation, city people who are living in city states has to look after their basic requirements on their own. The important city states of the ancient period were which were present in the Greek, one is Sparta and another one is Athens. In Sparta, direct democracy was in practice, wherein people have all right to choose their own leader, and in Athens, the indirect democracy was in practice, wherein people first choose their representatives, and through the representatives they used to choose the leader. When later on, when there is a slow progress and development in the transportation and communication, people with this similar language and feeling of unity brought them together, and they form a city, and hence political science is the basically study of state organization of the government and its operation. The term political science is called by the different names by the different thinkers. Aristotle regarded it as politics. Gettel called it as science of state. Sir Frederick Pollock opinion and termed it as science of politics. International Politics Scientists Conference, sorry, excuse me. It was first used by the Godwin and Mary Wollstonecraft. Finally, the International Political Scientists Conference held at Paris under the aegis of UNESCO in 1948 approved and accepted the term political science. Now let's see the third point of today's class. What is the nature of the political science? According to Aristotle, man by nature is a social animal. He should continue to live in a society. A man who is unable to live in a society must be either beast or a god. He organized society to fulfill his needs and lead his life happily and comfortably. Hence, society ensures him social security as he depends on the society. Earlier, I have told you that man cannot live in isolation because he is not self sufficient. In order to fulfill his needs, he has to live in a society which is formed through the political institution. According to Aristotle, man by birth is the social animal. He has to live in a society to live a happy and comfortable life. A man who wants to live out of the society must be a beast or a god. A society ensures man a political and social security, and man depends on the society to fulfill his own needs. Man is a social being, at the same time he is the political being. By nature, he is selfish, egoistic, quarrelsome too. While leading the social life in the society, he is conflicting nature, jealousy, hatredness lead to anarchy. So man cannot lead his life happily and peacefully because of such nature. In order to regulate such behavior, individual decided to establish a good system. Society requires an organization called state, which functions through the agency of the government. As you all know, man is a social animal first, and he is also a political animal when he came to live in this society. But by nature, he was egoistic, quarrelsome, and uh, selfish. He thinks that all creation were meant for his own bidding. He wants to grab everything within his reach, blinding the his self-concern blinds him the self-concerns of the others, which turns the state of nature into state of war. In order to protect the man from the danger of fear and other, he established an organization through the social contract. That organization was basically known as state, which functions through the agency of the government. In order, order in the society is established through the laws enacted and enforced by the government. So state regulates human activities by framing and implementing the law. The subject which studies about the state and government, law, political activities of human beings is called political science. So law is implemented and enacted by the government in order to control the behavior of the um, man. I repeat once again, the subject which studies about the state and government, laws, political activities of human beings is called as political science. Through the subject matter of political science is the old concept of the history, which got new dynamism to strengthen its study only in 20th century. Before that, it was the part of all other social science. At the time, people were not able to participate in the political activity and analyze the political system. The political activities were in the hands of the kings, emperors. Common people neither directly nor indirectly participate in the system. The subject became popular and gained importance only after the origin and evolution. Here, people can participate and acquire political knowledge and also gets an opportunity to participate in the administration of the state, laws and political activities. Political science created consciousness about the administration among the people. Today it evolved greatly in its concept. Today, political science occupies a different position in the social science, and the credit goes to Max Weber. Over the years, political science had developed into the independent discipline. So here, uh, when political science gained much importance only after this 20th century. Before that, there was the monarchy system, and king was the head of this state. He used to take the decisions. People have no rights to question the king. It was considered as an punishable offense when in the 20th century people gained the political awareness, and they have also gained the importance and have got the right to take part in the democracy, which later on during the 20th period, the political science occupies the different position in the social science, and credit goes to the Max Weber. Over the years, political science has developed into a different discipline. Now let's see then, is political science is this science? The question arises in the mind of the people whether political science is related to science or it is an art. Political thinkers like Aristotle, Hobbes, Machiavelli, and others argued that political science is the science. In this regard, political, according to Aristotle, who is considered as the father of political science, called it as the master of all science, and applied scientific methods in studying of politics of the Greek city-states. Other political thinkers like J.S. Mill, Auguste Comte, James Charles says that political science is not a science, and they oppose it and give the status of science according to Buckley. In the present state of knowledge, politics, far from being a science, is one of the most backward of all arts. Group of thinkers who claim that political science is not a science list their argument as they follow. So when the question arises in the mind of the people whether to consider political science is science or an art, the different political thinkers gave their own opinion. First set of people consider it as the science, but wherein second set of people consider it as the art. So now let's see then what are the important arguments for this. As there no consciousness among the political thinkers regarding the subject matter, study of the methods and generalization, political science is to be denied to called as this science. Since the political thinkers have no idea about the subject and methods to study the concept of political science and how to implement it in a different and general way, it is denied to be called as a science. Next, political science is not a science because political theories lack universal uh, acceptance and definition, scope, terminology as in physics, chemistry, biology, and other natural science. For example, imperialism, democracy, communism, socialism, liberalism, and nationalism do not have uniform definitions. Third one, difficulty in adopting scientific methods of investigation, conducting experiment, lack of measuring rods, and even the subject matter of study hinders it from the beginning, called an exact science. Exact predictions are not possible as in natural science because it deals with the human beings. Next one, unable to arrive definite and precise the conclusion to contribute it from not being called as a science. Unable to arrive definite and precise the conclusion and also contribute it from not being called as science. There is one more school of thought which argues that political science is systemized body of knowledge and summarize their view in the following way. Political science may just claim to be a science as first one, observation of political phenomena like voting behavior. Second one, collection of data in that how voters behave during voting. Third one, classification of data based on voting pattern. And fourth one, analysis why some people vote for the party and why some people for party B and so on. In tomorrow's, so we'll end this section here. In tomorrow's class, we are going to study about the definition of the political science, scope of the political science. So if you have any doubts, questions, or if you want to learn anything new topic which is related to political science, you can definitely do comment below, and please give me feedback about my teaching. Do subscribe to my channel for more upcoming interesting sections. So lastly, I want to say thought for the day. Keep hard working and fight your own battles. Be the creator of your own destiny. Thank you and all. Take care. We'll see you in the next section.